So I'd just like to say thank you for joining me for my third video, and I hope you enjoy it. So just to get this little thing out of the way, if you hear any dripping noise in the background, that would be the coffee being made, and I am in desperate need of coffee today, so I'm sorry about the noise. Anyway, so for this house, I started off as a large starter home, but it's also just base game compatible. So it does start off looking extremely empty. It's in theory a house that you download, you start off in, and then you sort of just add furniture, add decorations as your sim gets older and improves in his or her career. It's also a 2-bedroom, so I mean you can move a family of 3 in there if you'd like, or you can turn the second bedroom into a small office space too. In the second part of this video, I do, however, redo the entire interior for a more expensive, more filled up house, so you can have an idea of how it'll look later, and you can download both versions on the gallery. The link will be in the description. So for the outside of the house, I sort of ran out of ideas, so I went through houses I built in The Sims 3, and there's one exterior that really spoke to me. It was similar to this, a little bit different, because in Sims 3 I could make split levels, which made a huge difference in the appearance of the house, but this was as close as I could get to that. Only exterior house build feel of it, not so much with the landscaping. Yeah. So for this house, the exterior of it, I had a hard time with the color. I was never satisfied with it. I have a hard time. You'll see after I decorate the house the first time around, I changed the color a few times. When I was saving it for the gallery, for some reason, whatever wallpaper I'd chosen made the house look completely 2D. But anyways, just how things are. So yes, this entire house, both in its starter version and its more extensive furnishing version, is completely base game compatible, except for those thin, long windows on the second floor. Those are the only ones that did not come with the base game. I couldn't find any other window that sat nicely with the roof. So if you download this house and you need it to be completely base game compatible, I think it just switches out the windows or it deletes them, but I would recommend just lowering the roof a little bit and then putting in the small square window I put in the bathroom. I was originally going to use those, but they were getting cut off a little bit by the roof, and I was very happy with the height of it, so I didn't want to alter it too much. So yeah, the furnishing was fairly easy as I didn't have a lot of money to work with. I think the starter home did come out at around 18,000 simoleons. So if you move in a family of 3, you will have, depending on which lot you choose to put it on. This one was a 15 by 20, but if you pick a different lot, you'll be left with some more money to alter it a little bit. Alright, so you noticed I started building the kitchen in a different section of the house. Now, I kept the rooms in the same location when I changed the interior. I was just changing furniture around. But, confused my train of thought there. I was trying to keep every room as is because, in real life there's plumbing and wiring that's a little bit different for the kitchen than for your average living room. So I try to keep it a little bit more realistic by keeping the kitchen where I'd originally put it. But if I wasn't going with sort of original logical thinking, I would have put the kitchen in that first area I tried it on when I redesigned the house. I think for a fuller, more extensive kitchen, it would have been great. It would have been a little bit bigger. I would have had more counter space. But I'm still very happy with how that house turned out. So now I'm just, I was watching the money go up, and I was trying to keep it so that it wasn't completely empty looking this entire time. Yep, so there you go. Messing around with the color, I do not stick with that white paneling. I just couldn't get happy. I found it either too boring, or it did not go with the fencing or the roofing, or I don't know. It didn't go with what I was expecting the house to feel like. So I just changed one more color, and I messed around with the roof again because the different colors didn't go with the roof so well, so I had to go back and forth between a lot of colors. Anyways, so we are soon heading to screenshots of the base game version. Oh, here they are. So, sorry, of the starter home. So yeah, it's very basic, very empty, still lots of room to work with except for the bedroom. If you'd like more room for the bedroom, you can obviously delete one of them, or even just expand that room a little bit, and then just add more roofing. It's fairly easy to do, just like drag from one end, as I'm sure you know, because you probably play The Sims 2. Not like the game The Sims 2, I mean also. Okay, anyways. Now it's just sort of redesigning, trying to get a nice feel for the house, putting in expensive things and not caring about how much everything costs. I'm like, nah, this will be good. Let's just go all out and make it nice with base game only furniture. Now I think this version comes out to around, I think it was 86,000 simoleons. So even then, not very expensive, but it was a small space, small upstairs space to work with, only one bathroom, which does make a difference. Most of my houses have two, so when I go all out with the furniture, the price does start to climb up there. So I really wanted to get as much room to furnish with as possible in that second bedroom, because as you see, I wanted a desk, I wanted an easel, and I had a hard time fitting everything in, so the bed and the dresser, I guess, the cubbies, share one square space, but it's still completely usable. Okay, so for the little how I just sort of changed lighting, but I did not notice this at all until I started editing the video of this, but I left a light on the floor right by the stairs. Okay, so if you download this house, just sort of delete that right away. Yeah. Right, so at first for the living room I started with, I guess, a pirate theme of not sure why, and then I realized I hated it. So I changed it, and I do like the layout of the living room, though I noticed this more during the screenshots. The big couch was not centered, which makes sense because of how the armchairs were placed, but it honestly bothered me a little bit. Like, it wasn't centered with the room, it was centered with the TV. Because, I mean, that's the only place the TV could go because of the windows. And, oh, I had an internal debate with myself about that. Like, oh, do I keep it? Do I delete it? Do I fix the windows a little bit? But I was like, nope. You work with the space that you got. That's the space you have, so we'll go with that. That's the kitchen. So the real big difference here, other than the improving of the improvement of the counters and of the appliances, was I added the island counters. I think that it's a nice room separator. When you have an open space concept, they work as a separator. At least in my head, they do. So it's a nice little thing. You can eat your little breakfast there when you're just getting ready for school or on your way to work and you don't have much time. And then you have your dining room right behind there where you can sit as a family. I really wished that they had chairs that matched the color of the microwave and the coffee machine, but they didn't, and the blue was the closest I could get to. That flower pot, also you saw me struggle with it a little bit. I could not center it for the life of me. I spent way too long than I cared to admit on all of that. Yeah, so having a carpet both in the living room and in the dining room when they were so close together seemed a little bit redundant, so for the living room I decided to swap it out for a little coffee table, and I think it looks better than the rug did, actually. And so there's just the bathroom, keeping it pretty simple. Shower, tub, toilet, obviously, and a little laundry hamper, even though in The Sims 4 you can't do your laundry. But yeah, I was just making sure I was lighting it, and then I worked with the landscaping changed everything on the balconies. I actually added light out there, which I did not do on the first run through of this house, but I was running a little bit low on money. So yeah, I just didn't put any lights. Anyway, so I was just adding a couple of patches of flowers here and there with some rocks. Instead of putting a normal footpath, I just sort of played with the terrain paint to make it look like the grass there was a little worn out, which, since terrain paint is free, I do wish I had done with the starter home version of the house, but anyways, beggars can be choosers. It's not that hard to change. It still looked good without it. I just added a little bit of detail, which is what I was really focusing on when I was doing the landscaping, just detail of plants, the detail of just everything. I was being really nitpicky with myself. So that flower patch looks very awkward. I do change it right now. I can't keep up with what I'm doing when it's sped up. I'm like, this is my third time watching this, and I still don't entirely remember what I do next, and then it goes by so fast, and I'm like, I start talking about it, and then it's over, and move on to something else, and it's just like, okay, great. I am not in sync with this video. Anyways, it's coming to the end of this. The screenshots are coming very soon, just adding some lighting, and yeah, I'm very happy with how both versions turned out, but I really like the furnished version. I like mostly the outside of it. I actually think I did a very nice job with the backyard, the larger flower patch with the bird bath right there, something I really liked. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, and feel free to download the house and enjoy playing with it. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.